What's happening, Bok fans? Rassie Erasmus just dropped a 54-man alignment squad, and let me tell you, some jaws are on the floor. From Champions Cup beasts to Varsity Cup sensations, this squad is stacked with some shocking, exciting, and downright incredible picks. Let's break it all down. First up, the headline grabbers, the three names you need to know about if you haven't been paying attention. Juarno Augustus, Vincent Tshituka, and Ntokozo Makhaza are in the squad and look to be three exciting talents. Let's start with Juarno Augustus. Remember the name? Under 20 World Player of the Year back in 2017 and now tearing it up for the Northampton Saints in both the Premiership and the Champions Cup. He's been a wrecking ball in Europe and now he's finally got the Springbok nod. He'll be joining the camp virtually because, oh yeah, he's playing in the Champions Cup final the day before. That's the kind of form we're talking about when we look towards the Saints' back rower. Then there's Vincent Tshituka. This man has been knocking on the door for years. Now that he's officially a South African citizen, Rassie's brought him into the fold. Born in the DRC, but built like a Bok, he's one of the most dynamic flankers in the country. Aggressive in the carry, electric at the breakdown, he's going to bring something different to the Bok squad this season. And then the wild card of all wild cards, Makhaza. This is the one no one saw coming. He hasn't even played a full professional match as of yet, but here he is in the Bok alignment camp. Fresh off being named Varsity Cup player of the tournament, he's earned a Currie Cup contract with the Cheetahs, and now somehow he's in Rassie's sights. This is a bet on raw talent and potential. It's bold and something that we've got used to under Erasmus. Let's not stop there. There are 5 more uncapped players in the squad. Renzo Duplessis, Neethling Fouché, Asanati Nklaba, Marnus Vander Marva and Kubas Visa. That makes 8 uncapped players in total. Clearly, the message is, if you're performing, you're in the conversation with Rassie. Starting with Renzo Duplessis and Nklaba, they're both young and hungry front rowers with a lot to offer the Boks as they look to get younger in that department. Marnus Vander Marva's performances overseas have caught the eye, whilst Kubas Visa, we know what he brings, raw physicality and versatility, and now he's back in the Bok picture. But special mention needs to go to Neethling Fouché. This is not some rookie on the rise. Fouché is a veteran of South African rugby and he's one of the most reliable tight ends in the URC. Week in, week out, he puts in solid shifts for the Stormers. This call-up isn't a surprise, it's overdue recognition for years of hard graft. Now, let's talk absentees. The most notable is of course Evan Roos. No injury, no alignment camp, that's raised a few eyebrows. He's been solid for the Stormers, maybe not at his explosive best, but definitely still worthy of a discussion, so he could come back into the reckoning later this season. Is this form related? Is there something more strategic at play with Rassie? Who knows? But we wouldn't question the Bok coach. Injuries have hit some key positions. Frans Malherbe, Elric Lowe, Ben Jason Dixon, Dion Free and Trevor Inyekani are all out. That's a massive chunk of experience and grunt unavailable for now, but the depth is still outrageous within South African rugby at the moment. It's also important to remember this is an alignment camp, no full training sessions. This is about culture, game plan, mindset, logistics, something Rassie does better than any other coach in the world. The real preparation begins here in the meeting rooms. This is how Rassie builds systems. He gets everyone on the same page and then pulls the trigger when it matters the most. And look at what's ahead. Springboks vs Barbarians at home for the first time ever on June 28th. Then the Castle Lager incoming series. Then the big one, the Rugby Championship. And then finishing it all off, of course, with the end of year tour. This is a pressure cooker of a season and Rassie's already tightened the lid as his squad builds towards the next Rugby World Cup. And for fans in the US and across North America, don't miss a second of it. The Rugby Championship will stream live and exclusively on FloRugby. You can also catch many of these players live in the United Rugby Championship over the coming weeks, and of course, you can catch Augustus in the Investec Champions Cup final, also streaming live on FloRugby. So, if you're not tuned in, you're missing out on some of the best rugby on the planet. So make sure you check out that FloRugby subscription. This 54-man squad isn't a final squad. It's a signal of who's being watched, who's valued, and who's on the radar. It's the starting point for a long, brutal, competitive year in green and gold. What do you think of the call-ups? Do Augustus, Tshituka and Makhaza excite you? Should Roos have made it into the squad? Is this a glimpse of a new era, or just Rassie keeping his options wide open? One thing's for sure, the Boks aren't slowing down. They're reloading and fast. Thanks for checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button and the subscribe button, and of course, leave us your comment below.